Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be prepping the engine bay on the FC. Gotta get out the master cylinder and the water lines for the rear radiator and some of the other stuff, and start prepping it for paint. And we'll get into a little bit of fabrication because I want to make a new core support and all that. What is the bottom piece called? Oh no, doesn't matter. But yeah, the piece that goes across the bottom. So yeah, so let's dive into that. Like I said in the other episodes, we have like about a month and a half to 2 months to get everything dialed in and ready for the season. So it's crunch time. So I'm taking the next week off of work, and I'm just gonna go hard as fucker trying to get this stuff done. So, all right guys, I'm tired. But anyways, let's dive into it, get working on this thing. All right. All right, we got most everything out of the engine bay, so now we can pretty much start sanding and getting it prepped. So I got a lot of it sanded. It's not done yet, but it's a good start. Next thing I want to do is put in a cross member, or what would you call it? It's like a core support, but I don't think this is the core support. So whatever this piece is going across here, whatever that's called, we're going to be putting in one of those and taking this round one out. I've never really liked this way it looks, and it's not very conducive for like radiator support. So I got some 2x3 box steel, and we're going to make a cross member that comes over here. We're going to make some uprights that go here, and then we're going to probably make some kind of core support that goes across here, but it's bolt on, because I really like that for getting the engine in and out, and ease of maintenance. It's way better. So we'll figure out something fancy. Maybe we'll do some tube bending and some what is it, some dimple dies on there and stuff. So so let's dive into it. All right guys, I'm moving a little bit too fast and not filming, so kind of got this side in, got to burn it in a little bit more. Got this side test fitted, gonna start burning it in as well, and I think it's coming out okay. We'll end up capping these, capping that, and then we'll put in, I haven't figured out the design yet that I want to do for the core support, so yeah, I'm gonna start playing with some stuff. Once I get this burnt in, then I'll start playing with ideas. Then like on this back side over here, I'm probably gonna make some kind of plate that goes there or something. I thought about like notching down here and then doing all that, but that would be so labor intensive at this point. And this way, it's a little bit more symmetrical. Got the same size box on either side, and just keep it simple that way. So all right guys, it's coming out pretty good, dude. I'm pretty happy about it. It looks a lot better than it did before. Looks really good with the radiator sitting in it. I wish the radiator was a little bit bigger, but yeah, eventually we'll get to that. Could probably be another, I'd say 4 to 5 inches bigger, but yeah, I should have planned that better a long time ago, but it's working, so we'll just stick with what works. And then as you can see, it's it's showing its age. It's only a couple years old, but drifting out in the desert, get a lot of rocks up on the track, and then those end up in your radiator. So yeah, next we gotta make core support going across there, and then we should be good. I miss using this thing. I never use it anymore. I built the case and that was about all I did. Are you f***ing kidding me? It looks like we're bending anything now. How the f***? Wow. That sucks. Alright guys, so I got the core support done. Took me a while because I went to bend the tube, broke the strap on the tube bender, and had to bend that back. That was a pain in the butt. And then after that, I went through a couple different iterations of this thing. So, and this is basically the final design that I came up with. I like it. I think it came out pretty good. Cool thing is it's bolt-on, so I can always switch it out for a different one if I want to fabricate a different one later. So I was going to dimple dye it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Not a big deal, because I can always finish it up later and paint it or whatever. So what I'm going to do now is move the car out into the driveway and start prepping it some more and getting some of this dust out of the way. So alright, so obviously we got the front end done. I got it up in the air because we're going to drop the front subframe right here. And we're going to drop it off and probably disassemble it and probably repaint it, make it look nice. And also we don't want to get overspray on it from painting the engine bay and the rest of the car, so we're going to take the coilovers off because we don't want to overspray on those either. We're getting close. I'd say in the next day or so we'll be in paint. I'm pretty excited about this. So alright, so as you can see, I jumped way ahead. So got everything kind of masked off, so that way we don't get a bunch of overspray on everything else in here. Did some undercoating underneath because that was looking pretty bad. Cleaned that up, got everything for the most part prepped. Should be pretty dry. Washed it. So the next thing to do is to start shooting some primer. So we got some Summit epoxy primer and some catalyst. We're gonna mix that up and we're gonna start painting. All right, guys, so I got it painted. It came out all right. I'm not particularly good at one thing. I'm decent at a bunch of different things. Painting is just one of those things that I'm not the greatest at. But on camera, it probably looks really good. But there's a lot of runs. There's a lot of issues and stuff with the paint. But most of it probably won't see once everything's back in. So at least it's one color on the inside now. So came out all right. There's just some stuff on the bars and stuff like that. And I'm not 100% sold on the color yet. I don't know. There's just it probably looks the same to you guys on camera, but yeah, it's like it's a weird blue color to me. I don't know. It messes with my eyes, but anyways, it don't matter. It'll do. It'll do, donkey. So I mean, like I said, overall, I'm okay with it. I'm not exactly happy with it, and most of that is my own fault. You know what I mean, with the runs and stuff like that. But you can't be good at everything. You know what I mean? So, and especially when you just do everything yourself. And you have no choice but to do it yourself, you're gonna get I wouldn't say subpar results, but you know, it's not a professional race car anyways. So, but you know, you gotta suffer through some of this stuff sometimes. But overall, I'd say it was a win, I guess. I'm not very happy about it, to tell you the truth. So, but I'll live with it for now. I don't think I'll ever paint it again, but all right, guys. Well, if you guys are watching, sorry, my attitude isn't like super, hold on. Anyways, sorry, my attitude isn't like super like upbeat about the whole deal. I'm like on day 7 of like straight 12-hour days working on this thing. So I'm a little exhausted, and I wish we could have got a little bit better results out of the paint, but overall, like I said, we did all right. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna take a break and let this paint cure for about a day before I start doing anything. So all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.